Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Horizon 3. Today we're taking a look at the brand new car pack which was just released for Forza Horizon 3. This is the Alpinestars Car Pack, also known as the November DLC, costs £5.59 or your regional equivalent. Let's take a look and see what is in the pack. First up today, we have the 2017 Acura NSX, 573 horsepower, 623 pounds-feet of torque, 3,803 pounds of weight, S1 class, 868 the PI, all-wheel drive. Yep, super happy to see this car. I love the new NSX. Great looking car. One of my favourite of the new supercars. Super excited to see it in the game. Can't wait to get out there and drive it. Should be a absolute blast to drive. Next up, BMW M4 GTS 2016. 493 horsepower, 442 foot-pound of torque, 3,329 pounds. S1 class, 849, rear wheel drive. I'm not a huge fan of the normal BMW M4, so the GTS doesn't really tickle my pickle all that much. I'm sure it'll be a good car to drive, but ultimately probably the weak link in this car pack for me personally. Not hugely excited for it, but you know, I'm sure it'll be a good handling car in its own right, certainly. A car which I am very excited for, however, is the 2016 Dodge Viper ACR, 645 horsepower, 600 foot-pound of torque, 3,368 pounds. S2 class, 927 to the PI, rear wheel drive. I love the 2008 Viper ACR. It is one of the best handling cars in Forza history. This 2016 model pleases me even more. I love the 2013 SRT Viper, and now we've got the ACR. This is the perfect car for me. Absolutely adore it. If you watched my Forza Motorsport 6 DLC wishlist, which I made over a year ago now, the Viper ACR was one of the cars which I was really pushing for. Even in Horizon 2, I really wanted this car, so I'm super happy to see this car finally in the game. I just wish it was in Forza Motorsport 6. But there we go. Absolutely phenomenal car. Can't wait to get out there and drive this one. Next up, Ford Falcon XR GT 1967 model. 225 horsepower, 305 pounds-feet of torque, 3,150 pounds. C-Class car, 503 PI, rear-wheel drive, of course. Yeah, I was actually thinking about an old Falcon in the game the other day, because I kind of wanted to create the Vagabond Falcon. So, yeah, happy to see the Falcon in the game. It's a good addition to an Australian game, of course. Just hope the 302 Redeemer is an engine swap available in this car. Next up, two cars which I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm happy they're in the game because it means the internet can finally shut up. First up, we have the Mazda Savanna RX-7 1990. This is an FC model, of course, 200 horsepower, 196 foot-pound of torque, 2,981 pounds. C-Class 588 PI, rear-wheel drive, of course. I do actually kind of like the FC RX-7. I much prefer the FD. I would prefer to see the Spirit R in the game. That'd be fantastic. But, you know, the FC's a fine car. I quite like it. Nice to see it in the game, finally, I guess. A car which I'm not so excited to see, but sort of am as well at the same time. It's a Nissan Silvia S14, 217 horsepower, 202 foot-pound of torque, 2,789 pounds of weight. C-Class 595 PI. I couldn't give a toss about Silvias. I don't particularly like them. But I am happy this car's in the game because it means everyone who's wanted an S14 in the game can finally shut up. I think pretty much every combination of Silvias in the game now, so could we please stop beating the Silvia corpse, please? Let's not even touch the S14 ever again. Let's not touch Silvias ever again. Come on, Forza, please. But yeah, it does have kind of a cool wide body kit option. I guess that's something. Anyways, and finally today, the Talbot Sunbeam Lotus 1979, 148 horsepower, 150 foot-pound of torque, 2,116 pounds of weight, D-Class 379 PA, rear-wheel drive, interestingly enough. So, the Talbot Sunbeam is one of the first ever hot hatches, if not the first ever hot hatch. It's a very interesting car, actually. Hopefully there's some cool rally upgrades for this. It's in the classic rally class. I would have preferred to see it in retro hot hatches just because there's really not a lot of cars in that class. But still, very excited to see the Talbot. Can't wait to play around with this car. Should be an absolute hoot. Of course, rear-wheel drive means, yeah, it should be a fun little pocket rocket to drive around. Anyways, overall thoughts on this car pack. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Go out there, buy this car pack now. It is fantastic. Pretty much every car in here, save for the M4, you know, I'm pretty excited to see. Mostly just because I wanted that in the game, just so people could be quiet about it. You know, the S14 and the M4 GTS cars, which I don't really care about. The FC is a cool addition. The other 4 cars, though, fantastic. Excellent to see them in the game. Really good cars. So far, Forza Horizon 3 car packs have been incredible. So hopefully they keep up the incredibleness. The last car pack was incredible. This one's great. The car pass is well worth it, finally, which is nice to see. Also, before we go today, while they were doing this car pack, there's a new barn find which was added to the game apparently, so that's cool. And also they teased a new expansion pack which features snow. I mean, playground games are just blowing it out of the water right now. It's fantastic to see. Super excited for everything in the future of this game. Yeah, so overall thoughts on the car pack? Great, amazing. Go get it. Go get it now. Thank you all very much for watching, friends. Mine has been the real Emile. Of course, I'll probably do some videos on these cars. I really want to drive the Viper and the Acura. I'll probably do a few videos on some of these other cars as well, so join me for those whenever they go out. They'll be going out in the next couple of days. Thank you all very much for watching. Mine has been the real Emile. Until next time, farewell.